I'm here today to share the story of Anaya. Anaya came to this country a few years ago. She was just 23 years old. She was newly married. She was full of hope. She was following a husband across seas who promised to take care of her. Anaya didn't speak English too well. She didn't know this strange land. She had never stepped away from her homeland. But she trusted the husband who had said that he would be in good faith with her. When Anaya got to this country and began her new life, she began seeing within a very few weeks that something was not right. Her husband would not talk to her properly. His abuses verbally were getting more and more frequent. He would get angry at things she could not predict. And one day, finally, he raised his hand at her. Anaya didn't know what was right or wrong. She had never been in a relationship before. So she wrote to her parents back home saying, "Something is not right." Back came a reply saying, "This is how it is. Adjust, Anaya. We've spent all our earnings making sure you get to the US." And so began Anaya's life in this hell which she called her marriage. And she didn't know who to turn to, who to talk to. The husband made sure that she did not step out of the house or speak with anybody. Isolated, alone, frightened, scared, not knowing her rights, Anaya spent quite a few years. She had a child, and she was taking care of this child, resigned to her fate, every day dealing with the fear and terror and abuse and hurt that was being hurled her way. Until one day, she went to the library and found a flyer that said, Narika is offering Titli support groups, a support group that was for survivors of domestic violence that would help them learn different crafts and arts, quilting, candle making, art making. And suddenly Anaya was reminded of all the things she used to love to do. She looked at the flyer carefully and realized that the same message was repeated in Hindi, in Urdu, in Farsi. And she realized perhaps there were other women in this country who were needing support. That was a new thought for Anaya. She thought she was the only one going through what she was experiencing. But the languages on that flyer seemed to indicate there were other people who were not only seeking the support, but also offering support. Taking great courage, Anaya took the help of the only neighbor friend she had and called Narika's helpline. On that day, Anaya talked to a domestic violence advocate and for the first time realized how her boundaries were being violated. She spoke in her own language that brought her comfort. For the first time, she told her story in her own words. Narika is able to do the work Narika does because of community members like you who support us. We have been in the community for 31 years, serving with dedication and compassion. Narika offers a confidential helpline that is answered live 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. We offer case management, we offer legal resources and referrals, we offer housing resources and referrals, individual therapy, support group, economic empowerment classes, financial literacy classes, and we are really excited to share that this year we opened our very first transitional home in the Alameda County. All this is possible only because people like you support us. Donate to Narika, volunteer with Narika, engage with us, share our social media posts, get involved, get